Hello friends, and welcome to another Friday Picker card. Today we're doing things a little bit differently, and I don't have the camera aiming down at the table. Instead I have the camera aiming at me. So you can see the image here of the three piles that you have available to you, so you need to look at them and see which pile is the one that you are drawn to, which of the three piles is the one that has the message that you need to hear today. Today I am using Ask Your Guides Oracle cards, and I am also using Greer Tarot cards. I also have some other little affirmation cards which I have included as well in the readings, and I'm sure they're going to be absolutely amazing readings as always. So once you have selected the pile that talks to you, once you know whether you are pile 1, pile 2 or pile 3, you can skip across to that section of the video, but really take your time and look at the cards. Look at the picture that you can see on your screen at the moment, and ask yourself, like, which is the one that really seems to be calling out to you? Which is it, bundle 1, bundle 2 or bundle 3? I know there are some of you that do watch all three bundles, but you know, if you really are struggling with something in your life at the moment, if there is really something that you are pondering or questioning or needing some guidance on, you know, take the time, put the intention into it that you are drawn to the number that gives you the answer that you're looking for. And once you've got your number, once you've got it selected, if you're watching on YouTube, you can read the timestamps in the box below and just fast forward to that section. And if you're watching on my website, you can just go straight down to that video that takes you through to bundle 1, bundle 2 or bundle 3. With love and blessings, friends, and do enjoy your messages. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who have chosen bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today. I have the cards out here in front of me, and I will lift them up and show them to you as we do the reveal. So the first ones, in case you didn't watch the intro and in case you haven't seen which cards we're working with, today we are working with the Ask Your Guides Oracle cards, and I am also working with the Greer Tarot deck. Let's see if it'll focus on that. And then I've also got some little affirmation cards for you as well. So we're going to start off with the Oracle cards, and that's the Ask Your Guides Oracle card. So the first one that you got is this one of gifts, and it says joy guides. Okay, so there are gifts around you. You need to just let the joy into your life and allow the joy to work through you. You also got the Holy Spirit telling you about leadership. So let me see if I can hold these two in a way that you can see them. I don't know where to put them. I'm not really good with this camera business. Okay, so you've got leadership and you've got gifts. So the message of the cards is telling you that you have the gift of leadership. Whoever you are, whatever it is that you do, it doesn't matter what career you've chosen, but you need to understand how significant your leadership skills and abilities are. You need to understand how strong you are in leading, helping, guiding, and assisting others. So I think this is just the universe's way of just showing you that they see you, they acknowledge you, they know who you are, they know what you're up to, and you're doing good. And you know what often happens is when you are somebody who is in a leadership role, often the universe tries to give gratitude back to you. Often the universe will try and give gifts to you, but you're the kind of person who go, no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I don't need your help, I'm fine. No, it's fine, don't worry, I'm okay, do it for yourself. That's the kind of phrasing that you would often be saying. And I think the message that these cards are saying to you now is that if somebody offers you a gift, don't say no. Just say yes, please, and thank you. Okay, so that is the Oracle. We're going to tie them into the rest of the cards. So now we're going to move on to our Tarot. And the very first card that we got is the Seven of Wands. Okay, and as you can see by this card here, we have a person who looks like he's backed into a corner. Okay, he looks like he's been pushed as far back as he can go, and everybody's attacking and everybody's coming forward, and he's feeling a little bit threatened. He's very defensive. So I go back to the leadership card, I go back to the gifts card, and basically what it's saying to you is that, you know, you don't let people help you, you don't let people in. You're always ready to help others, you're always ready to do for others, but you don't let anybody do for you. So this is confirmation from it there. And then the next card that we have is the Eight of Wands. Okay, so we've gone from the Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands. It's almost like I didn't shuffle these cards. And the Eight of Wands is telling you that things are in motion. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is what I call the aeroplane card, and it's basically saying that something has been set in motion. Something that you've been waiting for, something that you've been longing for has been set in motion. You just need to wait for it to arrive. So and there's nothing else that you need to do. So whatever the situation is that's happening around you, whatever it is that the universe are trying to gift you, whatever it is that the universe are trying to acknowledge, don't be so defensive, okay? Don't be so quick to say, no, 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 I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Don't be so quick to say, you know, I can do this on my own. Actually, just be patient, okay? Hold out a little bit, wait a little bit longer, and see what unfolds, see what comes through for you. Because, ta-da-da-da, you've got the world, you've got the celebration, the victory, and the success of the world. So if you practice a little bit of patience, if you understand the significant, important role that you play in the world around you at the moment, if you allow people to give you gifts, to surprise you, to love you, to show their gratitude, and if you take your defenses down a little bit, okay, don't be so defensive, but practice a little bit of patience, there will be success, glory, and all of those good things for you with the World card. How fabulous is that? I love that. That is absolutely awesome. So those of you who chose bundle number 1, you are amazing. You are awesome. You do so much good for so many people, which is being seen, which is being acknowledged, which is being recognized by Spirit. Accept the gifts that are coming your way. Don't be so quick to say no, okay? Whenever anybody comes to you and says, can I help? Can I do that for you? Let me do that. Just say yes, please, and thank you, okay? Yes, please, and thank you. That's all you need to say. So the little affirmation card that I've chosen, these are actually called virtue cards, and they've got beautiful little flowers on them, and they've got a little phrase. So yours says, today I will communicate. How beautiful is that? Okay. Today I will communicate, and on the back it says, today I will communicate clearly and without criticism. Today I will communicate clearly and without criticism. And you know what? I'm going to bring this into the whole situation and say that you are being overly critical of yourself, okay? So today you will communicate clearly and without criticism of self, okay? So don't be so quick to say no to the gifts that are being offered. Don't be so defensive. Don't feel like you have to fight all the time. Don't feel like you have to prevent and stop and say no. Put your defenses down. Communicate clearly and say yes, please, and thank you. All right, I'm loving this. But remember the patience. You need to have a little bit of patience to get you through the situation. So let your guard down. Let your defenses down. Understand the role that you play as a leader. Understand the gifts that are coming your way. Learn how to communicate, and success and victory and happiness and all that other good stuff is yours. So friends, those of you who chose bundle number 1, I do hope that there was something in that message that worked for you. I do hope that you got some positive out of that message, that it makes you just feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more secure in who you are and where you are on in your journey. As always, show the love, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next week, take care. Lots of love. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today. In case you didn't watch the intro and you're not sure what cards we're using today, I am using the Ask Your Guides Oracle, and I am using tarot from the Morgan Greer tarot deck, and I also have some affirmation virtue cards for you as well. So we're doing things a little bit differently today, and I have the cards here in front of me, and I will hold them up and show them to you as we go through them. So we're going to start off with the oracle cards, and the first oracle card that you got is the card of intuition and your inner child. And you know, I think this is such an important card because in today's day, the way the world is operating, the way we're all feeling pressured, stressed, you know, so much to do in so little time, we often forget to nurture our inner child. We often forget to listen to our intuition. You know, how many times have you had that kind of feeling like, oh, I don't wanna, okay? That's what this card is telling you. It's telling you need to, all right? So instead of just doing things out of have to, I think it's important that you start taking a bit of time out for yourself. So today is Friday. We've got a beautiful weekend coming up. Do something that makes your inner child happy this weekend. Do something that brings joy, peace, and happiness to you. The other card that, oracle card that we got from the Ask Your Guides is the Truth card from your higher self. So I'm going to put these two together. Oh gosh, I'm holding them upside down now, so it's not really working. Let's see if I can do this. Right, there we go. So we have got the truth card and we've got the intuition card. We've got the higher self card and we have got the inner child card. So I think what the message of these cards is telling you is that you need to start listening to your intuition. You need to start having a little bit more fun. You need to start taking the kind of pressure off yourself that you are carrying around with you at the moment. Yes, there are things that we need to do in life, and yes, there's a lot of things that are important and valid and all the rest of it. But you know what? Taking 5 minutes out for yourself is just as important, because sorry, I'm pointing to the wrong one. Your higher self card wants you to start paying more attention to you, because you matter. You are important. Okay, you are important. You are significant. So take some time out for yourself. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So the first tarot card we have is the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is the card of boredom. Okay, so this is why I start understanding, where the whole story starts coming into play, because clearly you're feeling a bit bored with life. Clearly you're feeling a bit bored with the day-to-day existence that you are experiencing. And I think that's why we have the inner child card. Okay, so the inner child card is telling you to have some more fun. Don't be so bored. Don't feel like you have to be on the treadmill or on the hamster wheel and just going through the motions of life. Take some time out to have a little bit of fun. Don't let boredom settle within you and become all those other horrible things that it can become. I know finances are important, and I say that because we've got the Two of Pentacles. So I know finances are important, and I know sometimes we don't always have the money to do the things that we want to do. But this is where this card comes into it again, because the inner child from intuition says we don't actually need money. Sometimes we can just go and make mud pies and mud pies are such fun, and that kind of inner child work doesn't require huge amounts of money. So regardless of what your financial status is at the moment, find a way within your current means to nurture yourself, to listen to your intuition, and to be completely honest with yourself. Let that truth set in, that you are not enjoying life, that you're not feeling absolutely fabulous at the moment, that life isn't so great, and we need to have a little bit of fun. You are feeling, let me pull it up again, you are feeling bored. Okay, you are feeling bored, you are feeling like disconnected from life. And if we do that, okay, if we start listening to our intuition, if we start listening to our guides, and we start taking a little bit of time out for ourselves, you know what happens is we tend then to go on to a little bit of a journey, right? So here we have the Six of Swords. I'm trying to hold it straight. I'm not really good at this aiming business. So here we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords says about running away. The Six of Swords says, you know what, I just want to jump in the little boat. I'm going to put all my possessions in, and I'm just going to go downstream, because downstream is surely better than what I have at the moment. And the message of the Six of Swords is that maybe it's not, okay? So don't think that your current circumstances are that terrible that you can't have fun. Don't allow your current circumstances to let that boredom set in so much that you can't have fun, and that you feel like the only way your life can improve is if you go away, because that's what this card is saying, is that that's how you're feeling. But actually the truth of the matter is, if you went downstream, if you went to the next town, if you went anywhere else, your situation may be worse. There's no guarantee that it's definitely going to be better. So it comes back to that whole story of the grass is greener on the other side, or maybe it's not greener on the other side, okay? So let your inner child out, okay? Be completely honest with yourself, right? So we've got the inner child, and we've got the truth and honesty. Let me just take my fingers off the writing. So we've got these two cards. Let your inner child out. Be honest and truthful with yourself. Allow yourself to have some fun. So make a promise or a commitment to yourself right here and right now that this weekend you will have fun. Don't allow boredom to set in and create uncomfortable, unhappy, miserable existence. I understand, spirit understand, that money is difficult, money is tight, money isn't always readily available, but it's also saying to you that with a little bit of juggling, with a little bit of attention, you can actually resolve the financial situation, or you can find a little bit of money to have the fun that you need. Money isn't always necessary to have barrels of fun. All you need is a barrel, and you've probably got one in your backyard. And remember, this card is telling you that the grass is not always greener on the other side. So don't feel like it'll only be better when, okay? Don't think like that. Don't feel as if it'll only be better when you go somewhere else, when you do something else, when you surround yourself with other people. Make it better right here, right now, this weekend. Okay, so the little affirmation card and the little virtue card that I have, they are really tiny and really cute, and they've got little flowers on them, and yours is, today I will be generous. Let me hold it like that you can see. Today I will be generous, and on the back of the card, I'll show you now, it says, today I will be generous with myself and give myself the gift of time. I'm mind blown, completely and utterly mind blown. Give yourself the gift of time. Oh my gosh, you know how it all ties in. I mean, I'm always totally blown away. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 2, give yourself the gift of time this weekend. Have some fun. Don't allow boredom to set in. Don't allow yourself to become so irritated and frustrated with your current circumstances, regardless of your financial situation. You know, you just need stuff around your house. Find something small. Find whatever you need to be creative. Let your inner child out. You know, if you don't have anything at home, be creative. Go into your fridge, find some food, finger food, eat with your fingers. That is such a good way of nurturing your inner child. But whatever you do, have fun, laugh. It doesn't cost any money to laugh and have fun. All right. So make that promise and commitment to yourself right now that this weekend you will be generous with yourself. Today I will be generous with myself and give myself the gift of time, because that is what is important for you right now. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 2, I do hope that there was something in there that resonated for you. I do hope that there was something in that message that talks to you and gives you the guidance and the hope and the inspiration that you need. Have a fabulous weekend, fabulous Friday. Until next week. Bye-bye. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today. So in case you didn't watch the intro and in case you don't know what cards we're using, today I'm using oracle cards from the Ask Your Guides Oracle, and I am using tarot cards from the Morgan Greer Tarot, and I also have some affirmation cards for you as well. All right, so we're doing things a little bit differently today. I've got the cards laid out in front of me and I'll be holding them up and showing them to you. So we're going to start with the oracle cards as always, and the first oracle card that you got is the imagination card from your inner child. So whatever it is that you are going through at the moment, clearly we need to bring our imagination into it. Clearly we need to bring our inner child into it, and we need to be having a little bit of fun. Let's see. And we immediately, the next card that we got was the self-control, and self-control from your higher self. And you know, it's quite interesting that we have these two, because now you immediately ask yourself, how can we have fun while we're in control? See, let me point to the right one. Okay, how can we have fun? How can we let our imagination go crazy while we're practicing self-control? Because self-control is all about no fun. Okay, at least that's the perception. At least that's what we think. We often think that we can't have fun while we are in control. You need to be creative. You need to allow your imagination to be creative. You need to be free. You need to be carefree. I mean, just look at the kids playing, look at the butterflies, look at the flowers, look at all those gorgeous things that are happening. Allow your inner child out and have some fun. Don't allow the control and the kind of rigidity of life to hold you back. And because, you know, when we get into our routines of life, when we wake up and go to work and go home and wake up and go to work and go home, we lose our imagination, because everything is so expected and everything is just rolling on. One day rolls on to the next. And I think the message for you today, so far looking at those two, is that we need to be having some fun. We need to be staying in control of all of our aspects of our life, but we also need to be letting our inner child, letting ourselves be a bit more creative, allowing our imagination to run and see how it brings positive change into our existing. So the first tarot card we have is the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is not normally a really exciting card. The Five of Swords, and I'm just going to bring it closer that you can see, look at all the despair that's there, look at the hardship, look at the pain. You know, it's certainly not happiness and roses. And I think this is exactly how you're feeling at the moment. You're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're feeling like there's just too much going on and you're not in control. And you know, there's hardship, there's pain, there's suffering, there's all of these kind of things here with the Five of Swords. And that is how you're feeling at the moment. And it's probably because you're practicing too much self-control. Okay, so we need to let go a little bit every now and again. We need to let our hair down, and we need to scream and yell and laugh and cry and do whatever it needs. We need to lose a little bit of our self-control. And the best way to do that is by being creative and letting your imagination out. Now, it's interesting because this next tarot card that we have, oops, let me aim it in the right direction, is the Empress. And the Empress is all about creation. The Empress is our the eternal mother. She's the nurturer. She's the one who takes care of. She's the one who births ideas, births life. She's the creation or the creator of everything, which is so awesome. And if you look at her, she has the most beautiful stuff around her, and she's in control. So she is the epitome of imagination, because she can create anything out of anything, okay? That is who she is. But you know what? She does that. I mean, if you look at that card, she's not out of control. She really isn't. She's not out of control. She has a lot of self-control, but what she also has is confidence and courage. Confidence and courage to be different. Confidence and courage to step out of a comfort zone and to express herself and to use her imagination to achieve that. Okay, so the next tarot card we have is such an interesting one. It is the Seven of Swords. So we had the Five of Swords, and now we get the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is what I call the planning card. So my interpretation of the card is a little bit different from traditional meanings. So those of you who are learning or do know how to read the tarot, you're probably going to shout at me now because my interpretation is different. So my interpretation of this card is planning. Okay, so and it makes sense because we've got the self-control, okay? So this is the card of planning. It's telling you that you need to plan your imagination, okay? You need to plan how you're going to go about all these things. You're going to need to plan how to bring the fun element into your life. So don't just jump into it and do it, because then you're going to fail. And that's probably why you have this card of feeling so despondent and feeling so helpless and feeling like nothing is working out for you, okay? So we need to do a little bit of planning, and I think that's really why this card has come through for you. The traditional meaning of this card is the thievery card, okay? So it's all the card about taking what isn't yours. But I always say that your like your bank robbers, they are the best planners, and the only time or the only reason why they are successful at what they do is because of the amount of planning that they put into it. And I don't like to focus on the negative, which is why I always change this card's interpretation to the planning card. Okay, so for those of you who chose bundle 3, the message for you so far is telling you to let your inner child out, let your imagination run wild, be creative, be spontaneous, let go a little bit of the self-control, okay? Don't allow the self-control to hold you back, okay? Don't allow the hardships and the disappointments of life to hold you back. Don't think that it always has to be so hard. Don't think that it always has to be so challenging and so difficult. You have the ability to create whatever it is you want. You have the ability to be creative. You have the ability to change your current circumstances to be whatever it is you want them to be. And you do that through some planning. So maybe spend this weekend planning, strategizing, analyzing and coming up with what you actually want. But allow the imagination. Don't be so rigid. Okay, so the little affirmation cards I have, they are really cute, and it's got an affirmation and a little bit of an explanation. So your affirmation card says, today I will have the courage. Okay, so today I will have the courage. And on the back of the card it says, today I will have the courage to honor myself and my needs. Let me turn it around that you can see that. Today I will have the courage to honor myself and my needs. And I think that is really so important, and it ties in so nicely with the rest of the message. So don't allow the day-to-day existence to bog you down. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in the treadmill. Allow yourself to be free. Remove a little bit of your self-control. Plan so you have a little bit of that self-control, but at the same time just allow yourself to be free to create the reality that you truly want and deserve. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in the situation that you have around you at the moment. Be creative, be spontaneous, get excited, create the world that you want for yourself. All right, so friends, those of you who chose pile number 3, I do hope that this message spoke to you. I do hope that there was something that you got out of this message, something that just helps to uplift, to enlighten, to guide, and to help you through the journey that you are in. And until next week, with love and blessings. Bye-bye.